Okay, I hope this thing is recording. It's me. Hey, it's me, Evan, again. I'm making the videos about the signs, if you're a twin flame or not. And so I'm on video number 4. Cuatro. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And I think, to be honest, we might do number 4 and number 5 in the same video, because number 4 is really pretty simple and to the point, and there's not a lot of need to explain or discussions involved around it. Sorry, I just had a weird crying thing happen. Yeah, grief is weird, y'all. It's what is it? May. It's May of 2024, and it's coming up on the anniversary of her passing, and it'll have been 4 years on that day. And I honestly don't know why the hell I keep telling myself, oh, well, this point you'll be over it completely, and then the day comes and goes, and I end up crying about something down the road, thinking about her, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's not completely over yet. So yeah, it's weird. I just had a huge, my eyes are all puffy and crap, because I just had a huge crying. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. I just cried. It was weird. I haven't done, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't, It's weird. The way I cry about her is just a little different now. I don't know, the feeling I have. It's still a feeling of loss in a way, and a little bit of a feeling of sorrow and grief, and sadness, but it doesn't feel as heavy anymore. And when I do cry, it's like it hits me really hard, and I'll let it out, and then it passes. And then I seem to be okay, until I guess it happens again. But the times that it have happened have become the space of time between the times that I am crying it's gotten larger. There's a huge gap now. It doesn't happen very often anymore. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm sorry if this is TMI. I'm also trying to work on something I was brought to my attention that some people that have experienced trauma do, called trauma dumping, and they'll just start explaining everything that's happened to them to a complete total stranger. And usually when that's occurring, that's because you had some trauma growing up, and you feel the need to explain your own existence, why you're in the space you're occupying. It's so weird. Anyways, I'm getting on a tangent. Let's get back to the signs. This is sign number 4, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The first website, the last video I talked about how, was this last video, or maybe been video number 2, when we were talking about the multiple lifetimes. That might have been the one where I said, hey, she and I talked about being twin flames for the first time, and I went home and was like, what? I walked inside and was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I've seen this word before. So, the first website that I pulled up, it did not mention this thing that I'm about to mention. And if I remember correctly, I think I also told y'all, I was like, this is so fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck? This is so weird. There's no way in hell this is correct, because I'm having all these signs they're talking about. So I went to another website. It had the exact same information. It also had other little things that the first website did not have, and this was one of them. And I was like, what? Okay. And so I did the thing that I'm about to tell you to do, and lo and behold, I was like, holy shit, check that box too. So, and the website that I found this information on, I cannot remember what website it was. I will tell you this, that was the only one I think I remember finding that had this nugget of information on it. So do not credit me with this. This was found from another place. I have not seen this in any other sites that I've seen since that mentioned this. But the site that did mention this said this is exactly, like, if you really want to know if you're an actual twin flame, then this little thing I'm about to tell you will actually tell you. That's all I know, because that's what they said on the website. And the thing is, it's really simple. You're probably like, oh, damn, Evan, just say it already. It's your birthday. It's your birth date. You take your birth date and add up the numbers of your birthday to get your life path number. If you don't know how to do that, Google how to do that. Just look up how to get my life path number using your birth date, and you can find plenty of websites that'll show you, or videos that'll show you how to do it. And you add your number from your birth date and this person that you're saying is your twin flame. You take their birth date and add up and get their life path number. And if those two numbers together total 11, then you are a twin flame. Hers and I's did. She's a life path number, or she was a life path 5. I'm a number. What do you think? Hello. 5 plus what is 11? So there you go. Yeah. Yes. Anywho, that's a definitive sign. That probably should be number 1. But I didn't put that as number 1 because to me that feeling of home just really like kind of solidifies the whole thing for me. I never experienced that feeling with any person that I dated ever. I never even experienced that specific feeling with either of my parents. I felt very safe around my dad all the time. I felt safe around my mom because she was my mom. I felt probably more content and safe around my dad because he seemed to understand me as a whole more than my mother did. But the feeling that I got with that woman, like I expressed in the first video, it felt like she was home. I don't know any other word to use other than that word. So yeah, that's why I put that video as number 1. But sign number 4 is the birth date. If you take your life path number and then their life path number and it equals 11, that is definitively telling you, yes, sir, ma'am, them, they, you're a twin flame. No getting around that one. The other thing, well, let me get to this since the birthday thing was kind of short. Well, no, that's it, the birthday thing. Let me talk about this and then I'll make another video, like I said, about number 5. I want to really kind of emphasize this if I haven't kind of emphasized it enough already. And I wrote this down. You meet yourself. You are literally in a relationship with the other physical version of yourself. Hence why it's like a mirror. That is the truth. I will say this. Admittedly, I think I said that I had never heard of the word twin flame. I had seen it pop up before, but I never actually looked it up until she mentioned it. And honestly, I did look it up. I looked it up because I'd never heard what the word, I was like, what is a twin flame anyways? And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought it had to do with twins, like twins that are siblings. I was like, what an interesting name for twins. I've never heard that before. And when I looked up what a twin flame was, it basically said, if I remember correctly, because I was like, why the hell would I want to even do that? It basically said you meet yourself in another physical body and you embark on a relationship with yourself. And I literally was like, what? Fuck no. Why the hell would I want to do that? Because at the time I hadn't done the spiritual work or any of the therapy work that I have just done in the last 3 or 4 years. Hadn't done any of that yet. So I was just like, why the fuck would I want to date myself? Pardon me. That's just beyond anything I could even comprehend. Then lo and behold, I meet her, and that is dating myself. It's literally your energy in another vessel. And it's interesting because she and I'm not really going to show pictures of her because it's like, what's the point? She's not that person anymore. That was her skin suit while she was here. She's asked me many times to not refer to her even as the name that I usually used to call her, which was Brandina. She's like, that's not who I am anymore. That's not who, you're not even Evan, really. So, it's just a label. And I want to, actually, yes, that kind of like caveats me and segues me to the other thing. But yeah, so that's why I usually say be or her or my love, because I try not to even say B because she's like, that's still a label, because that's what I used to call her for short, was B. Anywho, the other thing that I just wanted to remember, I just reminded myself that I wanted to talk about with you guys is the last video I made. I talk about there's no karmic twin. I haven't, I don't know if I've released that video yet as I'm saying this. I don't think I have yet, but hopefully by the time I release this video, I'll have released there is no karmic twin. And I express how that's just a label. And let me say this too. Twin flame is also a label, y'all. There is no really, how do I put this? We're all souls. We're all energetic beings. Nobody's any better than anybody, really, truly, honestly. We all are flesh and bone and have the human physique that we encompass when we come here. Not everybody's is equal to the others. However, we all are humans. We all are the highest evolved beastly animals of this planet. People forget we are animals. We've just evolved higher, so apparently, with our intelligence than the other species that also inhabit this planet. That doesn't mean that I'm better than anyone else or better than you watching this video because I'm a twin flame. It is a man-made labeled construct. The only reason that I think people think it's something special or different is because of this mission or the purpose or journey that is done by, or the service that is done by the twin flames. That is the thing that I think people get all wrapped up and start saying that's why we're special. It's not that I'm better than anybody else. It's just that I chose a very different path and purpose than the vast majority of the people that do choose to come here and learn lessons. Okay? So when I'm speaking of there's no karmic twin, I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody or any twin flame is better than anybody. That's not true. Okay? I really want everyone to understand that. Alright, so you literally meet yourself and embark on a relationship with yourself. Now, as I've said in previous videos, not necessarily is it a romantic embarkment of a relationship. It could be a platonic friendship thing where you really just get each other as friends. There's many of those too. And like I said before, I don't believe that all twin flames right now are romantic. From what I'm being shown and told is most of them are platonic, and they're still waking up. Like there's still unions occurring and people are still coming awake and going, oh my gosh, I'm on this journey. What do I gotta do? Because if you really are a twin flame, you're not gonna run away. You may procrastinate a little bit, but you will want to do the work, because doing the work leads you back to you and the other version of you, which is the person you're wanting to spend your time with. That's why you've got to do the self-reflecting stuff. I was going to be all cliche and sit in front of a mirror, but I've already done one like that, and I'm just like, I'm not going to do that again. You know, I think I've expressed that enough, that this journey really is about coming back home to you. So, this is sign number 5. It is your birth date. Add up your birth date to get your life path number. Add up your other person that you're saying is your twin flame's life path number, or birthday, to get their life path number. If you get the total of 11, you're most definitely a twin flame. Alright. I'm going to go do some enjoyable stuff that I like to do. Remember the dog rocket I was telling you about? I swear to you, he's looking at spirits. It's so weird. Anyways, have a lovely day. I hope you enjoy it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.